This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so far we discussed about Jenkins. So in Jenkins, what we have discussed in previous sections. Jenkins software development process. Okay, so Jenkins software development process means how the Jenkins will help you in order to develop a software application. Okay, either application or product, whatever it may be, service or product. So how the Jenkins will helps you to automate the entire process. Okay. The next one is Jenkins platform overview. So I already discussed Jenkins is a Tomcat. It is a CICD tool. It is a Java based tool. Okay. So those things I already discussed. And what do you mean by continuous integration? What do you mean by continuous deployment, continuous delivery? These three things you need to uh, differentiate. Okay, what do you mean by continuous integration, continuous delivery, and deployment? Okay, continuous integration means, can anyone tell me? Continuous integration means what? So continuously, it can able to integrate. The Jenkins can able to integrate continuously with all the tools. Okay, all the tools like GitHub, Tomcat, Nexus, SonarQube. Okay, and along with some Maven. Okay, so Jenkins continuously integrate with all the tools, and if there is any changes occurred in GitHub repository due to developers, then the change need to take into consideration, and Jenkins can able to compile it, compile the code. Compile means build. Okay, build the code. సో బిల్డ్లో మనకి మూడు ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. బిల్డ్ అంటే సో కంపైలేషను, తర్వాత టెస్టింగ్, యూనిట్ టెస్టింగ్, అంత వ్యాలిడేషన్. ఓకే, దీని మొత్తాన్ని కలిపి మనం బిల్డ్ అంటాం. ఓకే, అండ్ ఫస్ట్ మీకు ఆల్రెడీ మీకు తెలిసి ఉంటుంది. మీరు ప్రీవియస్ ఎర్లియర్ క్లాసెస్లో మీరు నాట్ ఓన్లీ డెవాప్స్ ఇన్ యువర్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్ అండ్ పోస్ట్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్ కోర్సెస్, ఒకసారి కోడ్ రాసిన తర్వాత ఏదైనా కోడ్, జావా కోడ్ కానీ, సి కోడ్ కానీ, వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ మే బి, కోడ్ని మనం ఏం చేయాలి? కంపైల్ చేయాలి. కంపైల్ చేయడం అంటే ఎర్రర్స్ చెక్ చేయాలి, అంతే కదా. సో ఇక్కడ కూడా అంతే. కాకపోతే మనం కంపైల్ అన్నాం, ఇక్కడ బిల్డ్ అంటాం. ఓకే, ఎనీవే కంటిన్యూస్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఈజ్ ఎ ప్రాసెస్ ఆఫ్ getting the source code from the GitHub, and that source code need to be built and test, and the tests are nothing but either integration test and unit test. Okay, so different testing mechanisms are there. Okay, and it can able to generate the package, and that package need to store in either Nexus or Tomcat. Okay, that is the process of Jenkins integration. Yeah, and Jenkins delivery means that product need to, that application need to deliver to the end user. Okay, so deployment means that is the small difference between delivery and deployment is a deployment process, whether it is manual deployment or automated. Someone you see, someone can able to give permission to deploy your application to servers. That is nothing but manual deployment. Automatic deployment, so no one give permission to deploy onto server. So okay, that is nothing but automatic deployment. So that is the difference, delivery and deployment. Small difference is there in these two. Okay. Anyway, you have to identify the differences between integration versus delivery versus deployment. Okay. Next, what are the key features? Key features means what are the advantages of Jenkins? What are the various types of jobs we have? Okay, and how we need to install Jenkins in different environments like Linux or Mac OS or Windows or Ubuntu like that. Okay, so in industry right now all are prefer to use Linux, right? That's why we are doing on Linux. Okay. It is the same way. You can also install Jenkins in Ubuntu, Mac OS. If you want, I can also tell you. Okay, no issue. It depends on the company, software company. Suppose some company use Linux, some company use Mac OS. Okay, the simple steps is there. Okay, though all these steps is same like this only. First, we need to install Java. Then we need to install wget, then we need to install the two things, right, from Jenkins, wget, some sudo like that, and then we have to use command like Jenkins install, and you can use that service command to start a Jenkins service. Okay, these are the four steps commonly used, four steps in Jenkins. And so what about port numbers? Port numbers is very important. Okay, so Tomcat, Jenkins, SonarQube, Nexus, the port numbers also important. And types of jobs in Jenkins we have two types of jobs. One is freestyle jobs and one other one is pipeline jobs. Okay, we already discussed in freestyle jobs. Okay, in freestyle jobs again we have two types of sub freestyle jobs. One is using commands like Linux commands. Okay, like a shell script like this is the script. We have to, you see already I executed this one. Okay, no need to write any code. Just you use some commands. Okay, shell script commands. Then automatically it can able to build your application or something. Okay, and one more way is you have to get code from GitHub repository. That is the one more way. The next, in case of pipeline jobs, we have two types of pipelines. One is scripted pipeline. Second one is declarative pipeline. Okay. So in scripted pipeline, we have to know the syntax structure. So node followed by stage. Okay. Already you see where it is. You see this one. So scripted pipeline. So node followed by stage name and steps. So this is the syntax, right? Here you have three types of stages: build, test, deploy. This is the name, stage name. It is a user defined name. Okay. So this is the scripted pipeline job. And in case of declarative pipeline, we have to use a pipeline and agent any and stages. These are the three differences you need to um, identify. Okay. So in case of node, here we have pipeline and agent any stages. Okay. And what are the Jenkins automation steps? Jenkins automation steps is, first we need to get the code from source code, so GitHub repository. Then we have to create a package using this man clean package code. Okay, and we need to generate sonar cube reports using this sonar colon sonar. Then we need to store it in Nexus using this deploy code. Okay, and we have to deploy it into Tomcat. So okay, by using deploy to container goal, right? We need to install that goal, and we have to deploy the package into. We need to install that plugin, right? Deploy to container. Okay, and that plugin. After installing that plugin, you need to deploy that package into Tomcat. And the sixth step is sending email notifications to developers. If there is any process fails, then developer need to verify, re-verify, right? So those things we already discussed, and also we also discussed running multiple stages. Okay, multiple stages. Okay, stage view also discussed. Okay, uh, okay. So this will you see scripted pipeline, declarative pipeline. We are on the discussion, right? Now I will tell you. Okay, I will tell you that. Now today we'll see already it is working. So yesterday I verified that it is working. It is cloning your code from GitHub. Okay, that troubleshoot is resolved. Okay, so now we'll see one concept. So that is important concept. After that we will go to scripted pipeline, declarative pipeline, and we'll go for Jenkins security. Okay, and we have one more topic is how to switch it from Jenkins one machine to another machine, and what are the various plugins we have. Okay, so those things, how to provide security for Jenkins server, those things will be discussed in coming classes. Okay, if you discuss these topics, then Jenkins will complete. Okay, clear. Some of the topics are there, so that is Jenkins Docker integration, Jenkins Kubernetes integration. Okay, so if you know Docker, then only you can able to integrate Docker with Jenkins. Okay, but right now you don't know about Docker, right? That's why after completion of the Docker, then I can able to integrate a Docker with Jenkins. Okay. Anyway, so our current topic is, you see this is the um, topic, right? You see, so this is the topic Jenkins master slave architecture. Okay, Jenkins master slave architecture. Master slave. Can anyone tell me what do you mean by master and slave? So master slave. Why we need this type of architecture? Okay, already we have one architecture, right? Jenkins architecture. What is that Jenkins architecture? Can anyone tell me what is the Jenkins architecture? Already explained, right? Jenkins architecture in previous PPT. Previous PPT. Uh, Previous PPT, right? Where it is. Yes. Jenkins basic architecture. You, you see this one. This one. You see. So developers created code, right? Okay, that code need to commit in SEM, right? SEM tools like GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket, whatever it may be. So that code need to be stored in Git repository. For example, in this case, in our case, we take GitHub, right? So developers you see commit changes to the source code to GitHub repository, and Jenkins server integrated with this GitHub repository. So Jenkins can able to access that code, and it can able to create, build, and it can test, and it can able to deploy. Okay. And you see Selenium tool is there. Okay, Selenium testing tool, it is nothing but testing tool. So you using that tool, you can able to test the code in various environments like unit test, integration test, production test, QA test, quality assurance test, different testing mechanisms are there. So Selenium is only specifically used for testing purpose. Okay, and once testing is completed, then we have to deploy into production server. You see, this is the basic architecture of Jenkins. Okay, so this is the entire architecture of Jenkins. So in this architecture, only we have one Jenkins server. Okay, we have only one Jenkins server. You see, only one Jenkins server. So this Jenkins server can able to take this code from GitHub repository, and that code need to be built and test and deploy into production server. Okay, here in this particular case, we have only one Jenkins server. Okay, but in real time, in case of real time, one server is called as master. Okay, the Jenkins server is called as master. Okay, or main server. So in one Jenkins server, not efficient, or suppose we have for example we have like 10 jobs. Suppose we have to execute, we have to build 10 jobs. Okay, so single Jenkins server not able to do all these 10 tasks, okay, at a time. Why? Because if you do 10 tasks at a time with this Jenkins server, so automatically load on this Jenkins server increases. Okay, load increases, then automatically the server sometimes it is failed, right? Sometimes. That's why we need to have this type of architecture. We need to have this type of architecture, that is master slave architecture. You see, master slave architecture. Then we can able to push some of the applications or some of the jobs in slaves. Okay, I will tell you. You see here, for example, you see, um, this is a Jenkins server, right? Okay, this is your Jenkins server. Okay, and here you are having slaves, right? So how many slaves? N number of slaves. Okay, that is the depends on the application, and depends on the number of jobs we can take slaves. Okay, if jobs are more, automatically we can take more slaves. Okay, Jenkins slave one. So okay, this is the Jenkins slave one, and next one is Jenkins slave two. Jenkins slave two. Okay, this is one more. See here, let me see it right. Okay, next thing is Jenkins slave three. Okay, like that. Okay, like that, and you see. Okay, and so on. We have Jenkins slave n. Okay, you see. Okay, that is not required, right? You see here, that is not required. You see, this is the case. Okay, you see here, this is your main server. This is your main server. This is your main server, and here you have to install Jenkins. Okay, Jenkins software in this server. So that's server name is we call it as master. Call it as master. Okay, we call it as master. And you see remaining all are slaves. You see slave one, slave two, slave three. Huh? THRE, right? Slave three. And this is a slave n. N number of slaves you can have. Clear? So in these slaves, you don't have to install Jenkins software. Okay, but you have to install only Java software. Only Java. Okay, clear? So in case of slaves, see in case of slaves, we have to install only Java. Okay, no need to install Jenkins software. Why? Slaves are nothing but whatever master will give that indications, right? Slave master is nothing but boss. Okay, it is a master. So whatever the instructions received from this master, accordingly those in according to that instructions, the slave can able to execute. Okay, so slaves don't have slaves will don't have I mean what we can say స్లేవ్స్ మనము అంటే ఐ మీన్ స్లేవ్స్కి మాస్టర్కి చెప్పేంత ఇది ఉండదు అంటే దట్ మీన్స్ స్లేవ్స్ సో విల్ డూ వాట్ ఎవర్ ద మాస్టర్ will send notification to the slaves or master can able to allocate some jobs to slaves. Those jobs can able to executed by the slaves. That's it. Slaves duty is execution of jobs. That's it. Okay. The slaves don't have permission to schedule jobs. Okay. Clear. That is the thing. And you see here. So you see here. Here we have n number of slaves. That depends on the jobs. Suppose we have 3 4 jobs, the number of slaves is not required. We need one slave or two slaves like that. Okay. Anyway, we see in case of Jenkins server, we have to install Jenkins software that is called as master. And in case of slaves, we don't have to install Jenkins software. We have to install only Java. Okay, and we need to communicate with from master to slave. How you need to communicate through SSH, right? SSH. You see, so using this SSH tool, SSH key, you can able to communicate. Uh, you can able to possible communication. You can able to provide communication between these two. So Jenkins versus master versus slave, so using SSH. Okay, this is the um, master slave setup. Okay, anyway I will discuss here one more time. Jenkins master slave architecture. You see, so why we need master slave architecture means you need to manage dis- distributed builds. Okay, that means you need to distribute your builds onto different slave machines. Okay, clear? So ఈ పాయింట్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. You have to manage your builds distributedly, or you have to distribute your builds into different slaves or onto different slaves. Okay, why we need this master slave architecture? So means if you execute all the jobs on master on Jenkins server or single Jenkins server, automatically the Jenkins server may be going to break down. Okay, may be going to fail. That's why you need to distribute your builds. Builds means your jobs execution onto different slaves. Okay, clear? And in this architecture, master slave communication through TCP/IP protocol. TCP/IP protocol is involved in SSH. Okay, TCP is a internal thing in SSH. Okay, clear? So main, what is the use of this Jenkins master slave architecture means you have to manage builds, right? You have to manage builds. Okay, clear. So what Jenkins master will do? Okay, Jenkins master ఏం చేస్తుంది? మాస్టర్ మాస్టర్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే it can able to scheduling jobs. Okay, you see here, your main Jenkins server is the master, right? Okay, so the master job is to handle following tasks. ఏంటది? Scheduling build jobs. Okay, dispatching builds to the slaves for the actual execution, and monitor the slaves. ఓకే, అంటే మానిటర్ అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ స్లేవ్ అనేది ఆన్లైన్లో ఉందా, ఆఫ్లైన్లో ఉందా, ఓకే, లేదా స్లేవ్ అనేది మాస్టర్తో కనెక్ట్ అయి ఉందా, లేదా స్లేవ్ అనేది వర్కింగ్లో ఉందా లేదా. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు మానిటర్ దట్ ఆల్సో, రైట్? ఎవరు మానిటర్ చేస్తారు? మాస్టర్. ఓకే, అండ్ ఆఫ్టర్ కంప్లీషన్ ఆఫ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్, ఓకే, ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఆన్ స్లేవ్, అంతే కదా. After completion of build and slave machine, that results need to recorded, right? That results, build results, that results need to record, and those results need to present to that master, right? So from that master only you can able to send notification to developers, right? Okay, that is the thing. And what about next one? Master instance on Jenkins can also execute build job directly. You know this point already. Okay, even you see, even suppose if you have one or two jobs, you can directly execute the jobs in Jenkins server alone. Okay, no need to go for slave architecture. Clear? Suppose you have n number of jobs. Okay, so at that time you have to go to this architecture. That is the master slave architecture. Clear? Any doubts? So what is the important question అనమాట ఇవి ఇంటర్వ్యూలో? మాస్టర్ ఏం చేస్తుంది? వాట్ ఆర్ ది వేరియస్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్ ఆఫ్ మాస్టర్? మాస్టర్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఏంటి? ఇట్ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు షెడ్యూల్ జాబ్స్. ఓకే, అండ్ ఇట్ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు మానిటర్ స్లేవ్స్, అండ్ ఇట్ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు రికార్డ్ దట్ రిజల్ట్స్. ఓకే, లైక్ దట్. అయితే నెక్స్ట్ స్లేవ్ ఏం చేస్తుంది? ఓకే, స్లేవ్స్ యొక్క రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్ ఏంటి? వాట్ ఆర్ ది రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్ ఆఫ్ స్లేవ్స్? ఓకే, you see here, you see Jenkins slave. Slave is nothing but it is a Java executable. Okay, we need to install Java on the slave machine, and that runs on remote machine. Okay, that runs on remote machine. So these are the some of the characteristics of Jenkins slaves. So those are, you see, it takes request from Jenkins master. Okay, it hears means it can able to take, right? So it takes request. So master send request, and the slaves need to receive that request. Okay, and the slaves can run on variety of operating systems. Okay, not only Linux. Okay, so in slaves missions we can have an different operating systems like Windows. Slave missions, uh, we can have different operating systems. The job of slave is to do, they are told. That means you see, whatever the jobs handled by the master, those jobs need to execute by the slave machine. Okay. You see, you can configure a project to always to run a particular slave machine. This is also important. You see, suppose you have to tell, you have to tell to slaves on which slave you need to execute this job, or you need to execute this build on which slave. That is the nothing but configuration of project. Okay, that means suppose you have three types of slaves, right? Suppose let us take one example. You have three slaves. Okay, so from master you have to schedule one job on slaves. So without configure particular slave, so it will take any of the three slaves, and on any of the three slaves it can able to execute that job. Or otherwise, if you can restrict on slave 2, so this job need to execute on slave 2. Okay, that thing need to configure here, that also possible. Okay, at that time slaves 2 only execute this job. Okay, there is the different options, right? So you see, this is the master slave distributed architecture. You see, so nothing is there here, just a simple concept. You see, workload at master is very high. Okay, సో ఒక్కరే ఉంటే మీకు తెలుసు కదా, సపోజ్ ఒకరే ఉన్నారనుకోండి ఆఫీస్లో, ఏమవుద్ది, సో వాళ్ళ మీదే ప్రెషర్ పడిపోద్ది, మొత్తం వర్క్ అంతా వాళ్ళే చేయాలి. అలా కాకుండా మీ కింద కొంత వర్కర్స్ని పెట్టుకున్నారనుకోండి, ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఏమవుద్ది, మీరు చెప్పిన పని అంతా వాళ్ళు చేయాలి. ఓకే, ఆటోమేటిక్గా యూ హ్యావ్ టు డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ దట్ వర్క్ లోడ్ టు డిఫరెంట్ పర్సన్స్, రైట్? ద సేమ్ థింగ్ హియర్ ఆల్సో. ఓకే, జనరల్ కాన్సెప్ట్. So you see, Jenkins master will distribute its workload to the slaves. Okay, and the slaves are generally required to provide desired environment, and it works based on the request received from the Jenkins master. Clear? So this is the case. You see, in this particular example, we have um, we have three slaves, three one master. Okay. And you see how Jenkins master and slave architecture works. You see, this is important. How Jenkins and master slave architecture works. See, you see here, this is overall view, overall process. You see, GitHub repository. Okay, in this GitHub repository, you have code, right? You have code, right? Developers push the code to this repository, and this repository already connected with the Jenkins master, right? Already it is integrated with Jenkins master. Okay, so depends on the type of trigger mechanism, either we build periodically or poll SEM or a webhook. Okay, so always in real time we use webhook. Okay, whenever if there is any change takes place in GitHub repository, that change need to be taken care by this master, right? Jenkins server, right? So accordingly, the Jenkins server can able to build it. Okay, that is the different story. So already you know these trigger mechanisms. Okay, and you see here three types of slaves. You see slave. So in this first slave you have your Windows OS, Windows operating system. In second slave you have your Linux, right? In third slave you have Mac OS. Like that, there is no restriction here. Okay, yes, in my Jenkins server I have installed Linux. You also need to install Linux on your machine, like that. That is, there is no restriction, right? Okay, so that is the flexibility you have. Whatever the OS, whatever the operating system have in case of slaves, So accordingly, it can able to execute. Okay. So next thing is how to communicate to Jenkins master with slaves using the TCP/IP protocol. This is the TCP transfer control protocol or internet protocol. So what do you mean by this one? TCP means transfer control protocol. IP means internet protocol. Okay, we have some of the protocols. So this is the protocol. Through that protocol, we can able to establish the communication between master versus slaves. Okay, and after completion of job execution on slaves, that results need to report, right. So this is the EC test report. Recorded that results, right. So these are the test reports. These reports are taken care by master, and those reports will be uh, communicated to that developers through some email notification, right? That is the concept. Okay. Any doubts? If you have any doubts, I can explain you, or otherwise I can go forward. Okay. Okay. You see. That is the concept. So far, we discussed about what is the need of master slave architecture, what is the master will do, what are the responsibility of master, okay, and what is the responsibility of slave, and how the architecture and how architecture works. Okay, these are the main points, key points. Okay, clear? Any doubts? Okay. Now, we can able to. Design in real time now. Okay, we can able to create a master slave architecture on missions or on server. Okay, already you know this is your AWS account, right? So this is not your account, this is my account. So you know how to open this account, all these things. Okay, you click on, you see, you click on instances. Right now I don't have any instances. Now I can create an instance here. Okay, now I'll take my as usual Linux mission. Okay, so now I need to take a T2 medium mission. Okay, CC. How many servers I have? Only one, right? Only one master server, right? So that is only one. And next, next, you see security group. So we have to. What is the port number of Jenkins? Can anyone tell me? What is the port number of
Eight
Jenkins server?
8080.
8080. So we have to assign that port number, right? You have to configure that. So that's why you see here. Basically, you have only 22 port number. Now you have to add, right? So you click on add route and you select all traffic, and you see here how many ports it can support, 0 to 65, 535 ports. Within this range, you can use any of the port. So that is the meaning. You see total port range is 65,535 ports are there. Okay, and in the source you have to select anywhere. Okay, from anywhere you can able to access it. So like that you have to configure it in the security group. Okay, next review and launch it. Next launch it. So here I have my existing keypay, that is a new. Okay, you select on that new, and this one launch instance. Clear? Okay, view instances. Clear? So right now it is a pending state. Okay, after some time it will be in running state. You see now it is running, right. Okay, now it is running. Clear? So you have to put some name here. You have to give some name. What is that? Jenkins master. Okay, you have to give some name. Jenkins master. This is nothing but master. Okay. Now in master, which can I install my Jenkins software or not? In master,
Yes, sir.
can I able to install
Yes,
my,
sir. We will install.
sorry, required, right?
Yes, yes, sir. It requires in master.
Master. So in master we need to install Jenkins software. Jenkins software. In slaves we need to install
Java.
Java. Hmm, Java software. Now you have to go to you have to connect, right? You have to connect this machine, right? And you click on connect. You see you have to copy this. Hmm? And you have to go to your PEM file location. Where is my PEM file? I have PEM file in you see this is my PEM file. I have PEM file in downloads, right? So this is my PEM file. Now right click on you see git bash here. You see? Now using that SSH key, I can able to connect. So you see, it is asking yes, right? Are you able to connect, right? Yes. Now it is connected, right? Now it is connected. Now we have to switch to sudo su. Okay, root, right? So now I am in OPT. Okay, I'm going to OPT, right? Already you know these steps. Now, so how to install Java? What is that command? What is that command, right? Java install, right? So m install like that, right? So where is command? You go to something and you see something whatever nexus what you see. This is the command, right? M install Java. Okay, and use this command here. Okay, and enter. Now you don't want this, right? Script nexus script you don't want it. You have to know this command. If you know this command, straight away you can type here. Okay. CCM install Java 1.8.0 minus OpenJDK. The DEVL means developer version. You see developer version. And Y means yes. Okay. Try to remember all these commands. Okay. Okay. So Java installation completed. Java installation finished. Okay. And next step is so duplicate, right? We need duplicate, right? M install duplicate -y. Okay, it is also completed. Now, so we have to go to some location, right? Jenkins download location, right? We go to Google, then Jenkins downloads. Okay. You click on Google and you type Jenkins download. You go to this Jenkins IO dot download. You see, in download section you are having two types. Already you know these things. LTS regular version, weekly releaser. You have to go to this stable one and select which machine right now I am using Linux, right? So you have to select Red Hat, right? Red Hat Linux, and you have to copy this command and you straight away paste here. Okay. So finished. And what is the next command is you see this one sudo rpm like this. Okay, finished, right? Now what is the next step? Now already installed Java, right? Here they install Java 11. We install Java 8. That is not a problem. Okay. Now we have to go for this one, right? M install Jenkins, like that, right? M install Jenkins -y. We see here stable. Right now we are installing stable. Stable one. Okay, here and now we have to start, right? Already Jenkins installed just now. We have to start service, right? What is the command? Jenkins. What is the service command? Not Jenkins, right? What is the service command? Service
Service Jenkins
Jen,
start.
Jenkins start is the command you see. If you fail to start Jenkins service, you need Jenkins start service is not for cease. What is the problem here? Can you don't tell me? What is the problem? Spelling mistake, right? That's it. Spelling mistake. Previously I typed A. Now it is not service command, right? You wait for file and you see. Now it is okay. Now if I want to know the status of my Jenkins whether service whether it is started or not, what is that command? Service
Jenkins
Jenkins
status.
status. Now you see it is active and running. Okay. Yeah. Now you have to put it as okay using document. Now now we don't want this now. Okay, you have to close it. Now my Jenkins server is ready. Now how to connect to this to it, right? How to connect? Now click on this. You see, you go to you have to copy your public IP address, right? You have to copy your public IP address. And what is your port number? 8080. No, this one. You see, right? Jenkins is getting started, right? So if you want to start Jenkins, you have to unlock it, right? So what is the way to unlock? This is the way. Okay, you have to go to this location, and you have to copy that password here. You have to paste that here, and you have to click on continue. Anyway, now copy, and you have to press Control Z. Um, cat followed by what is that command? This one. So this is the password, right? This is your password. So you have to paste this. Yeah, you have to paste this password here. That is it. Now, first time you have to install suggested plugins. Okay, click on this suggested plugins. Okay, now you have to give username. Already given some username. Name also I given. Name is model. Start and save and finish. Okay, now start using Jenkins. Okay, now you don't want to this server, right? Now you have to keep kept it hold. Okay, pause using document. Otherwise, it will be disconnected, right? Now you see here Jenkins homepage is ready. This is Jenkins homepage. This is my username. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, already you know this setup. And next we have to go to create some slaves, right? So where we need to create some slaves is same in AWS account. Okay, you have to go to your AWS. Right now we have only one instance, right? Okay, running instance. Now click on this running instance, and you have to take another mission, right? Another server. So launch instance. Next. Now you have to take whatever it may be, either software, either Windows or Mac OS or Linux, whatever it may be. Okay. So now slave mission T2.micro is enough. Okay. Slaves mission. Why master is having high capacity? You see, master is a T2 medium. Why? Because it is having more responsibility, right? Compared to slaves. That's why slave is a small thing. So you no need to go for T2. Of course, if you want to go T2, no issue. Better to use this one. Why? Because it's a free title eligible, right? So T2.micro. So click on this. Now, right now, how many slaves I need? Yes, I need. Let us take, for example, now let us take three slaves. Okay, three slaves. I want three slaves. Okay, now add storage, right? Click on next and now security group. Security group, if you want, you can configure, or otherwise, you no need. Why? Because you see already through this SSH key only we can able to connect, right? Okay. Now review launch. So this is my keep a rate new and launch instances, review instances. Now you see these three missions are in pending state right now. These are micro missions, right? So these are pending mission. Anyway, I will give a name for the missions. This is uh, slave one. Okay, this is slave one. Okay, now it is slave two. Slave two. Okay, now it is slave three. Okay, clear. Slave one, slave two, slave three. Like that names. You have to give some names, right? Missions names. Okay. Now you see all these missions are currently running. Okay. You see all these missions are running. Three missions. Now you have to connect, right? Now you have to click on slave one. Okay, and you click on connect, and now you have to copy this one, right? Copy command, and now you have to go to PEM file location, git bash here. Okay, git bash here. So now you have to paste that, right? You have to paste it, right? Yes. Now sudo connected, right? Sudo su hyphen. Now you are in root user. Okay. Now you go to cd opt where we need to install our Java opt, right? So what is that command? Same m install Java hyphen minus 1.8.0. Okay. Same thing. You see, you have to go to. You see, already you know that command. Paste here. Now it is Java installing, right? Okay. Now you see you go to Jenkins machine. You see, so this is my Jenkins machine, right? This is my master machine. Okay. Now now you have to create one job, right? Okay. Okay. Anyway, so before creating job, you have to see go to manage Jenkins. Okay. You have to see whether any slaves are connected or not. No. Okay. Go to manage Jenkins, and you see go to manage nodes. You see this one. Go manage. You see first one. Go to dashboard. You see go to manage Jenkins. Okay, click on manage Jenkins. Okay, and you have to go to under system configuration. You have to go to manage nodes and clouds. You click on this. You see right now. You see right now. Built-in node. Only one node is there. Right now, you are having only one server. You see this is the server. Okay, this is the server. Built-in node means built-in node means predefined. Predefined means our master. This is our master. Okay, this is our master. Okay, currently it is online running, right? It is running. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I'll go to the. You see, completed, right? You see, it is completed, right? Now you keep it aside for some time. Okay. Now, now you have to. So you right now you don't have any slaves, right? You don't have any slaves, right? Now you have to take a new node, right? You have to take new node, right? So where is the option? You see new node, right? You see, click on this new node. Okay. And what is the node name? What is the node name? What is my mission name? Slave one, right? Node means mission. Okay. Node or agent, all are same. Node one. So this is my slave mission. Node means mission. Node name means a slave name. So this is my slave name. Slave one. Okay, slave one. And what about type? Type is you have to select this one permanent agent. Okay, click on this, then only it will highlight, right? You select a permanent agent. This is the name. So slave one, where it is, you see this is the mission, right? Slave one, node ID. This is the node ID. Sorry, not ID, name, node name. Okay, slave one. Now click on create. Then it will ask name, the same name only, and description. The description is not required. If you want to, you can give description about this name, this mission. Okay. Now you see number of executors. So number of executors means what? Number of executors. Number of executors means how many jobs need to execute on this particular slave. Okay, that is the thing. Number of executors. Clear? So number of executors is nothing but the number of jobs that this slave can run parallelly. That is the meaning. Okay. Number of executors means what? In interviewer, they can also like this. What do you mean by number of executors in a slave setup? So number of slave executors means number of jobs that this slave can run parallelly. Okay. Let us take in this we kept it two. Okay. For example, two jobs. Okay. Two. Okay. And the next thing is uh, number of executives completed. Next, remote root directory. Remote root directory means we have to go to that root directory location path, right? Location. So right now, you see this is the slave machine, right? Now, if you have any confusion, you see you go to this. Now you have to see, you see, you click on this, you have to see public IP, private IP 145. Okay, you see which machine is having 145, this one. Okay, that's why it is a slave one. Okay, now you have to set path, right? Path. So for that, you have to create one directory, that is make mkdir under opt. You have so node one. The directory name is node one. Okay, mkdir. You know all these Linux command mkdir. We need to create one directory, one folder here, one directory. That name is node one. Okay, and enter. Now if I see ls now, you see node one is a directory created under opt. Clear? Now you have to go to that directory. Okay, node one. Mm. You see, right now you are in node one. You see, nothing is there. You see, right now node one, nothing is there. Okay. Now you have to see present directory, present location. So present. So this is the path, right? So under opt under node one. Okay. So this is the path. Okay. You have to copy this path. You see, you have to copy and you have to go to where this one you see remote root directory, you see this one, so you paste here. Okay, here. So after pasting the error is disappears. Okay, and next one is labels. Labels means you have to give some label label means through that label only you can able to restrict that machines, right? Suppose if you give some label X, label Y, or label Z something, during in master job convert scheduling, if you restrict to only on X means that X slave only execute this job. So okay, that is the label. Okay, right now I will give machine one. Label name is machine one. Okay, machine one. Clear? And what about usage? Usage is no need to change anything. Okay, that is not you see as it is. As it is, you have to keep it as it is. Okay. Now what about launch method? So that also no need to do. You see, uh, usage is the same. And launch method is you see here launch agent by connecting it to controller. Okay. So here you have to use this one. So right now I have to launch on slaves. I have to launch the slave using some username and some SSH, right? SSH. Okay. Launch agents via SSH. You see, you click this one. Launch agents via SSH. Okay. Now it will ask host name, right? Host name. Okay. So on the host name, you have to specify IP address of uh, slave mission. IP address of slaves mission is this one. This is the IP address. What IP address? It is not private. Okay, public IP address. You see this one. You see this one. Okay. You copy this slave one public IP address. Okay, and you have to paste here. Okay, you have to paste. Okay. Now uh, credentials. So now credentials, right? You need to click on add, right? You have to give some credentials, right? Jenkins credentials, right? So you see this one. Click on add, and again Jenkins. Click on Jenkins, and here you need to select a kind, either a password, a username with password, or right now you don't have password, right? This slave machine. You have only username, don't have any password, right? So that's why you have to select another option. In kind, you have to select and SSH username with a private key. You see, SSH username and private key. You see, click on this private key. You see kind. So SSH username with private key. You have to click select on this. Okay. And what about next one is the scope, right? Scope. You don't change anything. Okay. And now username is you see username is ec2 ec2 user ec2 user. Okay, and you see private key, you have to enter some private key, right? You click on this directly. Okay, and you click on add. Okay, and you need to add your private key. Sorry, add your key. What is that key? Key means PEM file, right? You have to go to this PEM file location where downloads, right? You see, okay, you have to open this one. You have to open it in Notepad, right? You have to open it Notepad. You see, this is PEM file, right? You have to copy this PEM file. Okay, Control C, copy, and you have to go to here. You see this one key. Huh? You have to paste. Okay, paste. Now you click on add. Now again you have to set up that credentials, right? You see add. You see already set up, right? EC to user. Now you see added, right? Added. Now host keys verification status you see here. So manually tested, right? Manually trusted. You see manually tested key verification strategy. We have to select this one. Why? Because we are doing manually, right? Okay, you see this one. And next one is click on save. You see save button. Click on save. You see here. Slave one is there, right? Now you see slave one. Slave one. It is also online, right? You see right now. You see right now it is offline. You see it is offline, right? Slave one. It is offline. Okay. So how to already install Java, right? Okay. Okay. Now you click on this. You see. You see this agent is offline because Jenkins failed to launch agent process on it. Okay. Now you click on this launch agent now. Launch agent. You see server disconnected, right? That's why it is offline. You see here server disconnected, right? Anyway, you go to this, click on connect, and copy this one, and paste here, and paste here. Now you see it is connected, right? Sudo SUI from CD OPT, right? OPT. Now we have to go to you see LS, right? Node one. We have to go to that, right? Node one. Node one. Okay, right. You see. Okay. Now you previously you are in this location, right? Node one. Now now you open that. Keep it aside for some time. Now you go to that. It will take some time. Process is running.
You see it is offline, right? So we have to give some permission, mode permission. Okay, you have to give some permission. How to set up permission? How to set up permission means so that permissions means you need ch mode, change mode recursively. Okay, 777 means all read write execution permission to this OPT folder. Now you see ch mode, ch mode. From mode, seven OPT. You see it is offline, still it is offline. Okay, you click on this configure. You see slave one name, number of executors two. So under OPT, this mission one. Command method, launch method is host. This is IP address, public IP address, right? Verify it once. Um, so 128, right? The same. Credential key EC2 user. Most key verification strategy manually trusted key verification strategy. Everything is set up. Click on save. You can everything set up, right? You see this agent is offline because Jenkins failed to launch agent process on it. Okay. No launch agent. Click on launch agent one more time. Okay. See, step back. Let's see, change mode. It's not. Seven. Okay. It is, okay. CH mod mod in D layer. CCH mod. Otherwise, you go to the location where CD node. Now currently you are in this location. Now use this CH mod. Okay. recursively for which for 777, right? All permission, read, write, execute permission for which one? OPT folder. You see, slash OPT folder. Under OPT folder only we have node one, right? You see now it is executed, right? You see, yeah, this previously, yeah, I typed MODE, not MODE. It is MOD. Clear? Now you keep aside for some time. Stop. Now it will work. No issue. You see. Click on slave one. Now launch agent. Now you see it is working, right? Now you see here. Agent successfully connected and online. Agent successfully connected and online. Okay, clear? Now you see. This is Unix agent. Huh? Communication is okay. Anyway, you go to nodes. Now you see here. Now you click on this node. Now you see here where node. You see here. In previously it is showing offline, right? Now you see here it is online. Okay, this is your Jenkins master. This is a slave. Clear? Any doubts? Okay. So now I will create one more node. Now if you have any if you need any clarifications, now you can see node in this node creation. Okay. So you just okay, nothing is there. So click on this. You see, click on this node, new node, and you have to give some name, right? You have to give some name, right? Okay, you have to give some name, right? What is that name? What is that name? My machine name is slave 2, right? Slave 2, slave 2. This is my machine name, and I have to select a permanent agent. Okay, slave 2 permanent agent. If you want to create another node with the existing node, means you have to create this option. Okay, already you have one node, right? In previously it is not showing, right? Now it is showing. Why? Already one slave is there. If you want to create from that slave, you can create one more sub slave node, sub slave node. Okay. No, I don't want to go this option. Just I have to create a slave to within my master Jenkins node. Okay, within my master Jenkins. Okay, anyway, slave to create. Okay, now what about description? That is not required. So okay, so now in this case also I have to execute to. And what about my remote root directory? So same thing. What? Again I have to go to this slave to mission. Okay, then I have to connect. Then I have to copy this SSH key and I have to go to this PEM file location. You see, I have to open my Git bash software. Git bash. Then I have to paste that SSH key. Now it is connect. Now you see it is connected, right? Sudo su hyphen. Okay. Now cd opt. Okay. Now first thing is, what is the first thing? We need to install Java, right? First we need to install Java, right? On slave missions, we need to install only Java, right? Where we need to install Java under OPT, right? Is- Now Java is installing, right? This is a very important concept. Master slave setup. Master slave setup. Okay, you see completed, right? Jenkins Java install. Suppose if you want to see Java, so the install or not, you see this is the version. Okay, this is the command Java hyphen version. Anyway, you know this command also. Anyway, I installed just now Java. Now I have to create one folder right here also. That mkdir node 2. So I have to create one folder. Previously it is node 1. Now I have to give it name as node 2. Okay. Now I go for ls. You see node 2. Now I have to switch to this node 2 or node 2, right? Uh, Change to okay. Now I am in node 2. Currently I don't have any files in node 2. So now what is my path? So my path is this one, right? Present working directory. You have to copy this. See, you have to copy this, and you have to go here where you see here root remote root directory. This is slave to, right? Slave to remote root directory. Now you have to paste that. Okay. Now what about labels? Labels in previously labels mission one, right? Now I can give it mission two. Okay, mission one and mission two. Clear? Now usage same as it is. You kept it as it is, and launch method. Okay, launch via SSH, right? You have to select this one. And what about host? Host IP address, public IP address of my machine 2. So machine 2 means this is slave 2. You see, this is slave 2. So I have to copy this public IP address. You see, I have to copy this public IP address. Now I have to paste here. Here, okay. So what about credentials? Credentials need to add, right? So right now I don't. You see, already I set up EC2 user. Okay. Anyway, you use this use this EC2 user, or otherwise you can set up newly. Okay, no issue. Why I need to use the same mission, same key password, same username and password is my same new pem, right? You see this is the key, right? Private key. You see for all these missions, you see for all these missions, you see for all these missions I use only one pem file, right? One pem file, right? New dot pem, right? So that's why you have to select this one directly, or you can also create one more. That name also easy to use. Okay, click on this add. Username kind is username with you see SSH username with private key. Okay, and you have to under in this one, and you have to set up username, right? That is EC2 user. Okay, username is EC2 user, and you have to enter your you have to add your private key, right? So what is the private key? This one, right? This one. M file. Control C, and you have to paste here. Okay, add. Click on add. Now you can select that credit. You see here. You see here. Two credentials are same, right? Why means same EC2 user, same pem file, new dot pem, right? So anyway, you can select. Okay. Like that. You can able to now click on. You see anything is mixed, right? You see post key verification strategy. Here you need to select trust manually trusted. So okay, keep it. Clear? Now click on save. Now you see here one more node, one more slave. You see slave two. Now currently you see currently it is offline, right? You see here currently it is offline, right? Currently it is offline. Clear? Now how to make it online? How to make it online? You have to go to that location. You see you have to go to that location and node 2, and here you have to set up path, right? What is that? Ch mode. Okay, and we have to give permission, right? Recursively, more permission. Execute, redo, write. So which one? Under OPT? Under OPT only we have this node 2. Okay, that's why if I give OPT folder recursively, if you give permission to OPT folder recursively, whatever the folders, subfolders available under OPT also have that execute permission. That is the meaning of this recursively. Okay. Now you see executed, right? Now keep aside for some time. Now to now click on this. Now see, you see here it is offline, right? Now if you click on this, now if you launch agent, right? Click on this launch agent. You see here agent successfully connected and online. Okay, clear? Agent successfully connected. This slave agent anna node anna anta okate. Okay, agent node are same only. Online. So you see here agent successfully connected and online. Here now you see you go to nodes. Now you see currently you see, so you see this also on off online, right? Previously it is showing offline. Now it is online. You see currently I am having two slaves, one master. Okay, clear? So two slaves, one master. Here. Okay. If you want one more slave, you can also set up. Okay, like this. Okay, clear? Or otherwise, yeah, I'll stop up to two slaves. Okay, why? Because you see, time is 7:34. Okay. If you want to create one more slave, you can create. Already machine is there. Okay, using the slave three, you can able to connect. Okay. You in your practice section, you can able to take this one. Okay, third also no issue. Now you see one server is there. You see one master is there. Two slaves are there. Okay, this is my home Jenkins home page, right? This is my Jenkins home page. In this one, master is there. Slaves are two slaves are there. Now, first we need to create job, right? Okay. Why we need to create all this setup? I need to execute my jobs on slaves. I need to run. I need to build my jobs on slave missions. Why? Because if you build all the jobs in the slave mission, sorry, master Jenkins server, automatically Jenkins server going to put a lot of pressure, and it may be slow that design deployment process. Okay, it may delay. Okay, that's why. So you click on new item, and you select some job, whatever it may be, some today job. Okay, today job. Okay, today job one, whatever it may be. You see, today job one. Okay, suppose if you want to use something freestyle job, you can select. You see, freestyle job. Okay, select freestyle job. No, okay. Today job one. This is my job name. Clear? Now you see already if you select freestyle job, automatically you will get these options: source code management, build triggers, build environment, build post build actions. All these options you will get. Okay. If you select a pipeline, automatically some of the options will disappear and new options will existing. Okay. So that thing already you know. Okay. You see where you see here. Now you have to source code management. Right now I don't have to apply any triggers. Okay, just to go to source code management. So here I need to take a code, or if you want to take code, you can also take. Okay, or otherwise I can use my script. Okay, Linux commands script file. Okay, now none. You select none. Okay, now. mm Now you see here, we'll take the, already you know all these steps, right? You see, under builder you have to select this one, execute shell, right? Execute shell is this one. Okay. Now you have to give your commands. What is that command? I already executed on job, right? You see in your freestyle job, I already pasted here, right? Job, you see this one. Echo something, huh? So I copy this. I leave this where you see here. Okay, paste here. Okay. Now, uh, now apply, save. Clear? Now this is my job, right? You go to your dashboard. You see this is my job. Okay, click on this job, and you have to you see build now. Click on build now. You see, click on build now. You see build success rate. You see here build success rate. Uh, you see console output. You see this is success rate build success. Now I want to see where it is executing on which mission. Okay, on which mission it is executed. On which mission it is executed. Today job two, job one. You see running system. This is the location part. Okay. Um, it's a build history. Okay. Go to this one. The second build is also completed. But I have to see whether which one console output. Okay. Now you have to go to this manage Jenkins and manage nodes and clouds. Uh, so click on build history now. You see nothing. You see no history is shown here. Now click on slave to. Now you see machine to label. Label is machine to. Click on this machine to slave to. Okay. See, click on this configure. You see here, or an option is there. You see, restrict. You see this one. This one. You see, go to dashboard. You see, go to dashboard. Click on this one, job name. Okay, and you go to configure the job. Click on configure. You have to edit that, right? So where you need to, you see some restrict where this project can be run. You see, restrict where this project can run. You see, if you click on this, you see, so you have to specify right now you see, right now this job is executed on my master branch. You see, on my master. You see, right now you see this job executed in my master server only. Okay. You see, if you go to I'll show you where you go to dashboard. You go to manage Jenkins. You see, you go to manage nodes. Uh, you see build history. You see here two jobs. You see two jobs. Two only single job, two builds. Okay, two builds. One is one, build two. So two builds for this single job executed by where built-in node, right? Built-in node. Built-in node means my master only, right? In my master only, right? Have you got my point? Hello, speak something. Have you got my point?
Yes, sir.
Have you got my point? If you have any doubts, you can ask me. You see here. You see,
Sir,
built-in node
please
means
explain again.
what? What this one, right?
Restrict.
Build history, right?
Uh, yes, sir.
Okay. You go to dashboard. You see, suppose right now already you created one job. Now already you built that job also, but you don't know where it is executed. Okay, I already have two slaves. You see, I already have two slaves and one master, but I don't know where my job is going to execute. Okay, so that's why in order to see that execution of that or build where we need to build the job or like that information, you click on manage Jenkins. Okay, and you go to this manage nodes and clouds. We see build node is there, two slaves is there. This is the my server master, this is the slaves, two slaves. Now you click on this, click on this, you see build history is there, right? You click on this build history. Now you see here, now go down. Now you see two builds. You say one build, two builds for this single job is executed at server only, or Jenkins server only. Okay, on Jenkins server only. Clear? Now if you go to, if you go to the slave one build history, if you go to slave one build history, you see nothing is there. You see nothing is there. Okay, and similarly, if you go to this slave to, slave to build history, you see here also you see nothing is there. Clear? Okay, you see right now I performed. You see right now I performed two pulls. Where it is? You see this one. Right now I performed two builds. Those two builds executed by my master only, my Jenkins server only, built by my Jenkins server only. Okay, slaves are not executing. Now next point is how to schedule my jobs on slaves. That is the concept, bro. Okay, have you got my point? Currently, you see, or otherwise you can create one more job also. If you have some doubt, you can create one more job. Go to dashboard, you take new item.
Got it.
Today, job 2. Okay, today job 2. Click on problem restyle project. Now, okay. Okay, and build, you have to add build, execute shells, and something uh, echo hi, echo, and some calculator, sorry, calendar, some date. Okay, and some echo, uh, shown you calendar and date, date. That's it. And if you want to take one more, thank you. That's it. Okay, whatever it may be. Okay, and you see apply. See, this is my, where you see go to dashboard. You see this is my second job, right? Today job two. Okay, this is my second job. Clear? Now, you have to click on this job and you have to build now. Click on build now. You see build now. You see build success, right? You see here build success. I'll show you where it is. You see build success, right? Build success, right? Now if you click on this console output, you see what are the commands I executed now. Echo command, hi welcome, this is the echo command. The output is, you see, if you execute this command, what is the output? It just display after echo. Okay, what is that sentence after echo? Hi welcome, right? So this is the output. Okay, and what about calc? After executing this calendar cal command, it is showing this month calendar. Already you know all these things. Okay, and if you execute date, you see today Monday August 8th. So this is UTC time, right? This is UTC. Why it is showing UTC time, not ITC? Why means, you see where you taken your missions. You see North Virginia. You see here, right side, North Virginia. North Virginia means it is a California. So that means it is a UTC time, right? That's why it is showing UTC time. Okay, if you create your missions in our India or AP South 1A or 1B or 1C like that, automatically you'll get our calendar. Sorry, calendar is same, but our time. Okay, right now our time is 7:48, right? So you'll get our time here. Okay, if you take missions on this region, that is our Indian region. Okay, anyway, so you see what is the next command? Echo. So it is a command, right? I show you this one, and this is the echo command. So thank you. So like this, I written some commands, right? Those commands I put it as a group. That's why it is called a script. Okay, group of commands is called script. Okay, anyway, so you click on this job. You see go to dashboard. Now so now where, now if I want to see, I already performed build for this job also, job 2, but I have to see where that build takes place. So now you see build history. You see click on this job, or go to manage Jenkins. You see go to manage Jenkins and go manage nodes, and you see here build history. Now you see build history. Two builds are done. Two builds, job 1, job 2. You see two builds done. But what about my third build? So the second job build. Now I will go to this one build history. Now you see here. Now where it is executed. Where it is executed? My today job to where? On which mission it is executed? Slave mission, right? Slave one, right? You see, build history on slave one. This is the build history, right? Yes. No? You see, today job one build, one time build. Clear? Now in similar way, I can go this job slave to. I click on this. You see. Right now I don't have. So have you got my point? Hello. So who told you this one
Yes, sir.
to this slave one? Who told this slave one? So you have to execute this job. Who told? Who told means
Master server.
master, master. Okay. So this is the one way. And if you want to, you see right now in slave two, you don't have any. Okay. In slave two, you don't have any jobs, right? Now, if you want to schedule, if you want to schedule some job in slave 2 on also, okay, how to going to do that? Okay, lot of code coming, right? Okay, anyway, you go to manage check case. Okay, click on this manage nodes and clouds. You see here slave 2. Currently, I don't have any. If you see build history, currently I don't have any jobs in this slave 2. Now I have to schedule it some job, right? So now click on any job. Okay, so which job you need to schedule, you click on that job. Okay, and you go to configure. Okay, and you have to specify, you see some restrict where this project can run. You have to use this option, and you have to give label names on which mission, you see, on which mission you have to execute this job. Okay, this is job 2, right? You see today job 2, on which mission you have to execute this job means that mission label need to specify here, mission label. So what is that label? What is that mission 2 label, slave 2 label? Suppose if I want to execute this job and slave 2, what is that label name? Can anyone tell me what is that label name for slave 2? Label name. What is that name we given? Mission mission 2, right? Mission 2. This is the label name, right? Mission 2. You see, already if you type, you see, already if you type MACHI something, you see it is showing 1, 2, right? 1, 2. Right now I am having only two slaves. Slave 1 label is this one, slave 2 label is this one. If you select this slave 2, you see, okay, no, you don't specify any space here. Okay, you see, that's it. You see, if you see the small mistakes, you see, if you provide some space here, you see, in previously, if you select like this, you see, no agent, no cloud matches this label expression. You see, space is also taken as a name. Okay, that's why during managing all these jobs in Jenkins CICD, you have to take care all these precautions. Okay, you see. So if you type the machine to space something like, you see, no agent with this name, it is showing us, right? Okay, that's why you have to type. You see right now. You see, if you reduce that space, automatically you see label machine 2 is there. Okay, clear. Anyway. Now apply, save. Now if already now I restrict my job to only on mission slave to, right? Now build now, build now. Click on build now. You see build is going, right. You see build is going. You see build success, right. So on which mission it is executed? If I want to see that, go to dashboard and build history. You see build history. This is our overall build history. I don't want this. I have to see individual slaves build history. Okay, so you see, mm, you see build history of my son Jenkins server. You see this as usual previous two builds. Okay, for Java 1. Okay, this is already you know. Now you have to go to slave 1 build history. You see, you have to go to slave 1 build history. You see, this is also job to previous build one, right? Previous build. Now, you have to go to slave 2. Now, slave 2. Now, if you open this build history, automatically you see today job 2. You see 1 minute 9 seconds. You see this is see now you see console output. You see this is the output, right? Echo. So when it is executed, right, time also you can able to see. Okay, clear? Like that you can able to schedule. You see, like that you can able to schedule the jobs onto respective slaves and respective slaves. Okay, clear? Okay, okay, have you got my point? That's all about this concept of master slave architecture setup and scheduling your jobs on respective slaves. Okay, clear? Clear? Or suppose if you want to run one more time, so you go to this job one now. Okay, you click build now. You see, build 3 completed, right? Build 3 completed. Now, if you want to see where that build takes place means you go to dashboard and you go to manage Jenkins On which machine that build takes place means you go to this individual history, individual build history. You see, we see here. So where it is just now build 3 executed in master, right? So that's it. Suppose if you want to set it to slave one, you have to click on job and you have to configure. Okay, under this general, you have to you see restrict. So and you have to give some label machine one. Okay, machine one. Okay, clear. Now apply save. Now if you build now again, if you build now again, you see fourth build completed, right? Now fourth build completed. Now in that build where we restrict that build in slave one, right? Now you go to slave one. You go to this one manage nodes. You go to this slave one build history. Now you see here fourth build. Okay, like that you can able to set up number of slaves with one master, and you can divert your jobs to respect to slaves. Okay, you execute, you don't have any, you see slaves who don't have any Jenkins software. Slaves will have only Java software. Okay, clear. This is the very important concept. Jenkins master slave setup. Okay, clear. Any doubts? Hello, any doubts? I can stop you.